G'day, how's it going everyone? Andrew Smith here. Just thought I'd come and tell you about a couple of documentaries that I think are very good and I think you all should have a look at. First of all, it is Salute, which came out last year. I'm not sure if it came out around the world, but it came out in Australia. It's an Australian film about the 1968 Olympics where basically two African American athletes did this at the Olympics, and it caused the world over. And the documentary itself is about not them two mainly. It has them two in it for a lot of it, but it's about the other guy, an Australian bloke named Peter Norton, and is directed by his, I believe it was his nephew. Years later, Peter Norman died, but it's a great film. It tells you a lot about history, American history, Australian history, racism, politics. It's all that. It's a great film. I don't think it's won anything that big yet, but I think it might do good things. Second one I've gotten is Rock the Bells. It is a great film about a rap concert. Sorry. Basically, this guy's Guerrilla Union, they put on a big hip-hop show, and they realize that they have the majority of the members of Wu-Tang Clan in their show just booked, so they go and book the whole Wu-Tang Clan and basically reunite them. And it's all the things that happen during the day of the concert, leading up to the concert, and lots of it's funny, just you get a lot of insight about ODB too and the Wu-Tang Clan. Some great performances by other rappers who I've never heard of. But it's a good DVD, sort of ups and downs, and it is the last recorded thing that ODB did before he died. He died about 6 months after this was filmed, so it's sort of, last time you'll see him. So I think that's worth it, and yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Third one I thought I'd show is this is two movies. One is Soundtrack to War, one is Fahrenheit 9/11, and the reason I put both these movies together, Soundtrack to War is a film about the Iraqi US soldiers in Iraq, and basically the music they listen to, and it goes around interviewing various bands, musicians who are in Iraq, and they sing songs and all that. This is obviously about Michael Moore's vendetta against everyone who's not Michael Moore. The only thing is, this film uses footage from this film. He basically went and paid him for it, and in this film there's a guy who basically the director shows himself making a fool of himself through various, a lot of shots. Just shows this eventual progression as the director tricked him into saying the stupid thing. Michael Moore then took that stupid thing he said and blew it out of proportion. It was he was quoting the Bloodhound song "Fire, Water, Burn," and I love it. Just Michael Moore, bit of a tool bag, but I love him. I do love Michael Moore. I've tried to watch this film a few times, but I think if I had to pick my favorite, Soundtrack to War. Less budget, less polish, and that's what makes it real. Bra Boys. They're going to be making this one into a feature. It's about the Marlborough Surf Society, basically. They're a crew of guys who all surf in Sydney, and it's just a great film, sort of about sort of this surf culture that I think a lot of people don't know about, and I certainly didn't know about when watching it. It doesn't glamorize violence or anything. It's sort of more, I think, about understand our culture. Here it is, and I think it's a great film. Great music, lots of local produced Australian music on it, narrated by Russell Crowe, and it was directed by one of the Aberdeens, Sonny Aberdeen, and just a good film. Good film. Put it on your list if you get a chance. I chose this film, Red Hot Chili Peppers' Funky Monks. which I forget the director's name, but it was directed. It was basically shot while they were recording Blood Sugar Sex Magic. The director who was making the video clip for Suck My Kiss shot this documentary about it and released it, and it's just a very good insight into the making of the album. Anthony Kiedis was clean off drugs at the time, and it was sort of this great. He was at this moment of clarity, and great things were coming out of him, and a lot of insight into his life was given in this. And there's some good stuff, like John Frusciante is talking about ghosts sometimes, because they reckon the house they were recording the album in was haunted, and there's some good stuff, and lots of live music, which is cool. And lastly, I thought I would talk about Dogtown and Z-Boys. If you've watched the film Lords of Dogtown, this is the documentary that film was based on, and it's directed by Stacy Peralta, which is one of the original Dogtowns. Basically, the main guys were Tony Alva, Jay Adams, and Stacy Peralta, and narrated by Sean Penn. Just a really good film about skateboarding and surfing in the 1970s. Originators of the art, guys that basically the guy Stacy Peralta, he discovered Tony Hawk. So without these guys, you wouldn't have Tony Hawk, and you wouldn't have all the big names, because these guys kind of paved the way. They took skateboarding, which was just this flat, little nothing sport, and made it, big jumps, big tricks, jumps, and all that jazz. And I think it's just a great insight into what they've done. And obviously it spawned a movie, and we all enjoyed it. Anyways, that was a couple of DVDs that I enjoy. It's not my full documentary collection, but I think those are definitely ones that if you get a chance, check them out. Anyways, please tell us what you think if you watch it. I'd love to hear what you think. Any documentaries that you think are way better than them, or if you really love Michael Moore. I have great respect for Michael Moore, but I think he somewhat does not give us the whole truth a lot of the time, which is why they directed all those anti-Michael Moore films. But saying that, I'm looking forward to his new one, which I believe is attacking the financial state of America, or the world maybe. Well anyways, thanks. I'm Andy. Have a great day. Bye.